I've always said I'm lucky at this age to be holding a lot of experience from my previous past life. I've played football. So when you're talking about being on the pitch, I really feel it. I know it. I still play football today, though for leisure. So I understand really the game from the technical point of view. I have administered football from all levels, from call it the LC1 of football, the district, up to the continent. So across there, there's a lot of experience I've picked. I've worked in the corporate world, in some of the big international organizations, talk about PwC, African Development Bank. So I come along with a lot of experience. I'm a graduate telecom engineer. So I've gone to school, some of the best schools in the country. So I come along with another family of old boys, and I've now had even an opportunity to work with government as a member of parliament. So I've also understood how government appreciates. And don't take away that I'm a brilliant man. God gave me that that gift that I'm a very brilliant person. Throughout school, I know that, and I don't brag about it. It's a fact. So when you combine all these things, and they give you a group of people, I know what to do, and I'm talking about it when I understand it. So when I went to talk to the boys, there has been a cry before with the national team saying I don't travel with the team any longer, I'm no longer interested in the team. But I thought there were other things we needed to do to make sure that the team is in a good state. First of all, in South Africa, it was a hard game. We were playing against a team that has very many good players, a team that has players playing in Europe, playing in other parts of the world.
There was Lyle Foster with Burnley.
We have a player in Burnley who needs half a chance to convert it, and you saw that goal. Yeah. He beat Watenga, the first goal of South Africa. It's purely top class striker. It's not a goal for every striker. But we know, for us to go there and believe, and I told these guys, these players, believe in yourself. You know, that's why Omedi gets that ball, and then you see that's a top class finishing. You can see it as if it is easy.
Yeah. That is what makes football difficult.
Yeah, it's not as easy. But I'm telling you, you're talking about a player who does that week in, week out, in the top level. So he needs half an inch to convert into what? Into a goal. But when Omedi picks it up and hits it hard, you know, and the South Africans were saying, okay, that one. And then when Mato picks it, these guys, the goalkeeper, after the match, was saying, you guys, I did see the ball. And you know, people think it is easy, but it's the power. And I want to commend, I remember His Excellency the President, when we visited him one time, he said, you guys, Enyanda. Hey. You remember that thing of Enyanda, don't do anything. You know, Enyanda. You get it? And then, but you can see, he was referring to a man called Bunyenyezi. You just Enyanda like Bunyenyezi, you know.
Scored the first goal for Uganda in the AFCON.
At AFCON.
62.
So, for me, at the end of the day, and you see from this angle, for those who are watching, you know, it's the power. And Omedi has not been doing this. He has been, not once. He has been doing it consistently. Yeah. And that's what consistency brings. I talked to him after the game. He said, I saw the goalkeeper and I said, this is my moment. And people forget that he had tried to do the same thing before. And then it didn't get right. And then Mato, when asked me, said, for me, when I saw Omedi, what he did, I said, I'm also going to do it. And that's why he hit it. And you know, people say the goalkeeper was bad. It's not about the goalkeeper, but it's also about the striker. You know, when a goalkeeper, which is the modern coaching, goalkeepers are required to narrow the gap between their last defender and them. It is technical, it's part of coaching. You get it? But whenever somebody shoots from way far, that goalkeeper is not online. Naturally, that's how modern football is. And there's no player left out. Let me make the record straight. We do not have any disciplinary issue with any player. And there are no disciplinary issues. I'm telling you, when you come into the dressing room or into our meetings with our players, we speak candidly. This is how my administration has been. I've told people, don't victimize anybody for speaking anything. Don't. And that's my style of administration. let the football talk on the pitch. We can have every argument we want to have, but on the pitch, it has to be married. So nobody is left out for whatever reason. And if you are good, you will be picked. All you have to do is keeping in shape and keeping working hard. The other day I was just talking to Farouk Mia, and I was telling him, man, you're a young man. You still have a role to play. Put yourself in the shape. And the coach will definitely want to bank on your experience. You have scored goals at Africa Cup of Nations. Yeah. You have scored important goals. And you are still in the age compared to the other players on the continent. So just put yourself in shape and play football. You know, Ochai has been on and off the team. You get it? It's about him playing his football where he is. You know, so let nobody bring this nonsense of saying, "Oh no, we want the best team." And we believe that probably by the time we play AFCON 2027, we should have had a team which has the experience to be able to give a very good performance when we are home. So for me, I'm happy. There are more mistakes that are going to be made by these younger players. Today you are saying they are good. Let us support them. Because it is until they have exhausted the mistakes. You were talking about Philip Obunyi the other day with you. He used to score only goals, a lot of them. But when he matured, he even started scoring goals for the team. He's one of the defenders who scored so many goals for the team. So
and special goals, actually. Set pieces, using the left foot, using the right foot. Something you wouldn't recollect during his starting time.
But it is experience. Having made those mistakes, it makes you just a better player. A better player is the one who has made all those mistakes and exhausted them. He will know that I made this mistake if it is just part of them. So when they make mistakes, members, this team is not ready. Actually, this team, if you look at the caps they have, it is still a team in making. Let us not get excited. We need to support them. We need to love them. Just like your children. All our children make mistakes when we are bringing them. Do we kill them? Do we cane them? We don't. Because we know they are growing and these are also kids. You people are always seated in the stands. But when you come closer to these players, some of these players in making are still very young people. They make mistakes like just anybody else.